We can use HTML pop-up to represent attribute and other information for each feature in a proper way. For example, when we send a layer as a layer file or a package layer to someone else, the user can simply click on each feature and see the feature's information in a neat and beautiful format. In order to activate this pop-up, let's go to the layer's properties, HTML pop-up tab, and toggle on Show Content for this layer. There are 3 ways for defining the HTML pop-up. The first one is showing information in a table format. By clicking the Verify button, I can see a preview of the pop-up. By toggling on this option, the columns' names disappear. In order to determine which column will be visible in the pop-up, we can go to the Fields tab and toggle off those columns that we don't need and toggle on those we need. I can also modify the field's alias. Now let's choose the HTML pop-up tool and see how it looks. As we can see, the column name is the alias, not the real name. And we can only see those columns that we've just toggled on in Layers Properties Fields tab. Alright, now look, here we can see the LGA name, but we can define our desired value. Let's go to the Layers Properties, Display tab. From expression, I can define my desired value. From here also, we can manage that value by choosing the proper field name. But using the expression, I can build and represent an expression, not just a value. For example, let's represent each LGA's area plus its name. So by clicking on each feature, this value automatically gets updated. Now, in order to get rid of the decimal part of the area, let's go to the attribute table of the layer, right-click on the area column, choose Properties, Numeric, and from here, I'm gonna turn this 6 to 0 and toggle on Show 1000 Separators option. Let's see how it looks. Alright, now if I export the layer in KML format and open the file in Google Earth, the pop-ups will exactly show up as they did in ArcMap. I've opened the layer in Google Earth. Look, it's exactly like in ArcMap. The only difference is the pop-up's title. In KML, the layer's label is used as the pop-up's title, but in ArcMap it's different. In ArcMap, the pop-up's title comes from the field's content chosen from Layers Properties Display Expression. There are different ways for representing images in the HTML pop-ups. One of these techniques is using the attachment. Attachment is for GDB, not for shapefiles. Just simply right-click on the layer name in the catalog window, Manage, and create attachments. Look, one table and a relationship class is added into the GDB. Now let's go back to ArcMap and activate the editing session. Now click on a feature and click on the attachment icon and open Attachment Manager. I can add the attachments to this user interface. Okay, let's open the pop-up. Look, this is the attached photo. By exporting the layer into the KML or LPK formats, the image will be represented exactly like this in the pop-up. Another technique is using the HTML image tag. IMG, src, image path, name, and the suffix. I can also define the image width. Look, the image is added into the field's content. You can find this tag in the ArcMap help. Working with layers, interacting with layer contents, and setting HTML pop-up properties. You can simply copy and paste the tag in the cell and just modify the image path. The IMG tag supports relative paths for the image, but ArcMap doesn't. The ArcMap I'm using is 10.7 and it doesn't support the relative path in the IMG tag. So if I use the relative path, ArcMap cannot open the image. So if you want to send a map with pop-ups containing image, it's better to use the attachment. Another way for defining pop-ups is the URL. Let's go to the layer properties, HTML pop-up, and toggle on as a URL option. I can enter the common part of URLs here in this prefix box, and then write the other part in a field of the layers attribute table and choose the field name here. The suffix can be .org, .com, or so on. If the URLs do not have a common part, I can leave the prefix and suffix boxes as they are and just choose the proper field. Since I didn't want to take the video's time, I've already created a field called URL HP link, which contains the URLs. This is the field containing the URLs. It doesn't have any specific characteristics. I've just copied the URLs from web pages and pasted them here. Okay, look, by clicking on feature, the related website pops up and I can work with it like a real website. The last technique for defining pop-ups is using ArcMap's predefined templates. Again, let's go to the layers properties, and this time I'm gonna toggle on the third option as a formatted page. Using the load button, I can load ArcMap's pop-ups templates. The second button, load default, loads the code for default template. And if we know HTML, we can modify this code. I'm not an HTML expert, but I'm gonna make a quick change in the pop-up's title. Let's get rid of this TD tag and then check the pop-up. Okay, I can't see the changes, so I'm gonna close the map and open up again. Okay, now let's try. Look, the title has disappeared. So if we made any changes in the XSL file and couldn't see the changes, we can close the map and open up again and then check for the modifications. I can also use ArcMap pop-up templates. We can usually find these templates in this address at the bottom of the video. I'm gonna try the green template, so the pop-up should appear in green color. Let's have a look. Again, the modification has not applied. Let's close the map and open up again. Okay, look, it turned to green.